Everybody ready?
Yes.
Everybody.
We must be one.
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 Everybody.
We must be one. Hello, I'm Michaela, and you're listening to part 2 of The Moving of JAHI. As always, we are so thankful for all of our listeners. Be sure to tell a friend and subscribe if you haven't already. We left off with Akili discussing leaving a legacy.
But yeah, that's just really having a legacy.
Okay, I see that. I see that all over you, man. I see that all over you. So back to your dreaming, cause I like that. So you're able. It sounds like to me you're able to carry a dream to fruition, and you know how to keep having the dream come, so it'll keep inspiring you. So you'll keep ideas fresh, doing what you're doing fresh. You see what I mean about dreaming? You have learned to carry a dream.
Yeah.
You know,
like there's there's things that happen in life. So like you get inspired by little things in order to even keep the dream. Cause like there's like been a lot of times where I'm just like I'm over it, or maybe I shouldn't do it, or maybe I should just do something else, or just get a job, or just like boom 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 in order to just like coast through life or whatever. But there was a event last year that had inspired me to read this book, and read the book and got inspired to do this event called the JAHI Fashion Designers Brunch. And so I had invited like 25 fashion designers. I think 15 came or 12 came. And it was a fashion designers brunch. They didn't have to bring, they had to bring, the only thing they had to bring was like fashion supplies or like sewing supplies, books, magazines, something to donate back to my old high school ACPA to their arts, to the fashion students. So they brung that, and it was just a whole fashion brunch, but it was just nothing but designers.
Wow.
So that was like one dream that I had, like that was sort of outside of fashion, but still fashion. But I want to do more stuff like that. Like I really want to do stuff that's like giving back. Like when I say I don't want to do no more fashion shows in Columbus, unless it's really serving a purpose and it's like giving back, or it's a check that comes with it. Really, I feel like it's not really serving purpose to just do fashion to entertain. You know, because like once I got older, I just noticed like people was just saying, "Oh, I'm having a fashion show at this place, blah blah blah, and would you like to do it?" And it's like, okay, who's gonna be there? What's it for? And then, oh, we just want to add some fashion. Oh well, go ask somebody else that's doing to add some fashion. Like, but it's really like time that comes with it. But like even stuff like that has discouraged me in the past. So like with the whole fashion designers brunch, I just wanted to create something that had got everybody together.
Yeah.
And created a positive space. We're doing it. I'm doing it again this year.
That's good,
Super
man. I like
excited.
that. I like that. So it sounds like to me that you know what your purpose is. Do you believe that this is what you are meant to do, or is this one of the purposes?
I think it's one of them.
One of them.
It's one of them. I think my purpose is to like create, inspire, uplift, empower. I like those names. I'm gonna write these down.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Man, listen.
definitely create and inspire.
It's a mind blowing thing, man. See, you in my realm now. There is nothing like empowering anybody, because what it does for me is when I do, I mean, people think just because you're full of hope and you're full of empowerment, support, and encouragement that you don't go down.
Yeah.
But that's not true.
Yeah.
Everybody needs somebody to lift them up, which is who lifts me up, Nina and Michaela, a lot of times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But there is nothing like empowering people, supporting people, telling them, come on, go. You know, the right way, mind you, because there's a wrong way. To me, anyway, my personal view is there is a wrong way. Nasty is not. That's not good. That ain't gonna help nobody.
Yeah.
Because you can kindly empower people, I believe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why would you take their spirit and then call that empowering? That's not, that don't work.
Right.
Because you ain't doing nothing but leaving them for somebody else to empower. That's not empowering.
Right.
Nah. So to me, you probably want to be quiet because you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You ain't been in the business of supporting and empowering people. So if you and furthermore, if you're gonna do that, then back it up with something. Back it up. If you say you're gonna do something for somebody, then do it. Don't shuck and jive. That's an old term right there, shuck and jive. You understand what I'm saying? So don't do that, and empower people, especially when you see us as males doing something, because it's not a small feat to get up out of no support. I'll put it that way. I wanted to say something else, but I'm not. You understand what I'm saying, Akili? So I love it, man.
Yeah, that's important. Yeah. It's like really important to like make sure you keep like those strong individuals around you, positive, like people that are motivated within their own daily lives with themselves.
Yeah,
like I hadn't noticed that last year. Like my whole friend circle sort of not really changed, but like the ones that are close are the ones that are close, and they're close and they're serious about what they're doing in life, and they have their own goals, have their own ambitions, and they're working on themselves on their own things, or they are business owners or stuff like that. Like I have this one friend on campus at Central State and he's from Columbus, so he got here and was like, oh, like a lot of kids don't know how to do fashion there. So like one kid, she found out, she's like, oh, you're like Hannah Montana, like you're like so much different when you go back home. And I'm like, I mean, just a little bit, like y'all just don't know how to do fashion, but like like because I was on campus and then left one weekend and was like doing some party. It was with Fashion Week Columbus, so you know I was dressed and doing interviews and stuff like that. So I got back and they're like, what were you doing this weekend? Like, what was all that? So I got this one kid, we hung out last break, and he got to meet like some of my friends. So I have this one woman I call my aunt, and she is a does like fillers and Botox and all that stuff and injections and stuff. So I call her like, you know, somebody I'm really close to. So then I have Rhonda Green from Girl and Guy Republic and Art of Republic, who is a hairdresser, and she has her own art space. I call her my aunt too. Like, but she has her own like event space, so like I'm real close to her. Or I have like my friend David who does videos, or like I have like a lot of friends that just do their own thing and is serious about what they do. So like I try to keep myself around those people, because if you know you're with business owner, you are who you hang around with.
Oh, say that one more time. This ain't gonna be throwing stuff out there and then say that one more time.
Oh, I mean, you hang out with like, you know, entrepreneurs, and that just, you are who you hang out with. So
I like that. I sense that you are taking off and you flying, and it's going real fast for you. Don't seem like it, but it is. Don't seem like it. When you in your 20s, you'll be 30 before you know it, and you'll be, hold on to your dreams. It's going to go by fast, though, bro. Before you know it, you'll be where you want to be. I believe that. But hold on. Because your mind, see, I knew your mother. I knew how your mother thought. I used to live with y'all. I don't know if you knew that. probably was too young.
For real?
Yeah, I used to
When she
live
was
with
with
y'all
my dad.
in Nelson Park. Yeah, I think that's Nelson Park.
I wasn't around.
You wasn't around.
I don't think so. That was probably outside me.
Nelson Park.
Especially if my dad was around.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, that was before me.
That's true. That's true. But I did. I think it was for about a week or two. But any place, you know, that I could live, it was cool. But it is gonna go by fast, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know how. I mean, I've never felt old per se. Like, I'm only 25. Like, that doesn't feel old at all to me. But
It's not.
going to school, like having the break that I had and then going back to school. So, like, they think I'm their age. So they're like, oh, yeah, you 19, you 20. Like, this one girl's about to cuss me out because I told her how old I was. And she like, no, you're not. Stop playing with me. Like, all right, I'll be 19. Sure, we all going to turn 21 together. Like, but it's a lot of differences. Like, I love music. I love, one of my favorite rappers is still Biggie or Jay-Z.
Really?
I still love, like, Mary J. Blige. But I was young loving Mary J. Blige, too, though.
Yeah,
So I was super young when all my
when was
friends
you born?
was 93. She came out in 91. But by her third album, I was a fan. Like, that was her, and Whitney Houston, It's Not Right, But It's Okay. That was one of the first 2 music videos I've ever seen in life. And those was, like, some of the most amazing images. I was just supposed to be taking a nap, like, at my babysitter's house. And I was just like, what is this? That's when my mom was, like, listening to gospel. So that was the first time I listened to secular or anything. So, like, I was just, like, up from my nap, like, who are these women?
You was taking a nap.
I was supposed to be taking a nap. But Whitney Houston was wearing this leather dress singing It's Not Right, But It's Okay. And I'm just like, what? Like, this is a nice song, though. Like, never heard this. But, yeah, I've never noticed, like, you know, the age difference until I got to school now. Like, you know, hearing, like, differences on what people's like, what's this? I'm like, this is Missy Elliott. What you mean? What's this? Like, but, like, I don't know. It's just little things like that.
Yeah. I don't think it, you know, you keep on doing what you love, you just stay young forever. In your thinking anyway. Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right. Can you tell people again how they can find you and look at your stuff that you're doing so they won't think we just out here talking?
Yeah. So I am on Instagram, and you can find me at JAHI by Akili. That's JAHI by AKILI. Mm-hmm. And I mean, my other Instagram is official_JAHI, and you can find me on that one too. And Facebook.com/JAHI Designs, and the website is coming soon.
Good. What's the website gonna be about? You just gonna have your
JAHI by Akili, just my brand, a way to buy stuff off the runway, maybe put in orders for like custom stuff.
Okay.
I have T-shirts.
Do you really?
Yeah, I'm trying to be like Versace. That's stuff everybody can afford.
He got one of the biggest smiles
maybe
ever.
Maybe not everybody could get, like, you know, a custom dress, but, you know, they could get a JAHI dress with a little glitter JAHI.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
I like that, man.
I got coffee mugs, too.
Do you?
Merchandise.
Yes. Working on my merch.
Working on my merch.
But, yeah, just little stuff like that.
That's good, man. Real good. Real good. You got any questions for JAHI?
You asked all of them.
I done called this man JAHI. Is your mother's middle name Joy?
Mm-hmm. That's actually, you want to hear something funny? That was when I make my perfume. That was going to be my first, like, perfume fragrance, right? But who was it? I think it's Dior. Like, last year, their last spring little Dior thing was called, like, Joy. That made me so upset. But it worked because, you know, JAHI, Joy, J.
That's right.
I'm still.
You can still do it.
Yeah.
Oh, he can.
Joy is not trademark.
It's not.
It's
everybody needs some joy in their life.
Right. Or you could spell it different. Let's just be quiet in case you do use that. And somebody steals the idea. Yeah.
So if I wanted to order, how would I go about ordering? Go to the sites that you.
My social media connects directly to me. If that doesn't work, the email that I check right now that I have right now for my brand is jahi.style, style @yahoo.com.
Okay. And then the process, how long does it take to receive the merchandise?
Process, depending on what it is, depending on my clientele stack up at the moment, I try to do a month turnaround.
Okay.
Like I try, depending on what it is.
Okay.
Wow.
Some stuff could be quicker, but yeah, like right now I'm not doing no fashion shows, but I'm a full-time student.
Okay.
But I've always been a full-time student. I was a full-time student in high school, and that's when I started. So, yeah.
So somebody could come to you and tell you, like, if we had a ball or a dancing engagement, I want to wear this dress. So you would work with that person and y'all would design it together, or do you just design it?
I mean, I design it if they have things that they want or don't want or dislike. But, like, I don't do replicas. Like, that's one thing I tell people at consultations. Like, I don't do replicas. Like, you can't, like, you won't show me a dress and be like, all right, I want this.
Right.
Like, if you want that, go get it. Like,
That's right.
sort of.
That's right.
Like, basically,
That's right.
But,
That's
like,
right.
so I will always create stuff that looks like Jahi.
Wow.
Your
It
line.
looks like my brand.
You're doing your line.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah. So
And
you
can
can't
read
come to me and be
patterns?
like, I want
So how would you get a pattern? Do you need a pattern?
make my own pattern.
Oh, I didn't know that you could do that.
Yeah.
You make your own pattern.
Yeah.
Do you sew off of a pattern?
Like, what do you mean?
I don't
Like,
know
everything has a
what I
pattern.
mean. I just, I'm just-
Unless something is
I don't-
We
draped.
don't know how that works.
I don't know how it works. So.
Unless something is draped, then it really like necessarily doesn't really have a pattern. But like
Oh.
majority everything is done off of patterns.
So
But if you mean like a store bought pattern,
no. If like say if Nina wanted a dress,
Mhm.
and so you can just sew something off of what y'all came up with. You don't
Yeah.
have to have a pattern for that. All you need is the material.
yeah, I'll make the pattern.
Oh,
I don't even know what a pattern is, so
Remember,
don't-
Pastor was talking about the
that
pattern.
still doesn't make sense.
That's how
to
you
me.
get your finished product. A piece of paper. You laid a piece of paper on this and cut it out. That was the pattern. Your pattern
So,
is
like,
what
your
you get your
shirt-
outfit from.
3 pieces. It's like three pattern pieces. There's the front, the back, and then the sleeve.
Okay.
That
makes
but
sense.
you saying you don't need that though.
I mean, if I'm making it, I'll make it. Like, I'll make the pattern. Like,
How you do that? How you make a pattern? If
so you got your paper, right?
you use the paper?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or the muslin. And
Okay.
that's like fabric with nothing on it. Like, just
I
dyed
see. I
fabric.
see.
So you take that
Mm-hmm.
and then you figure out what you about to make. So if I'm
Mhm.
about to make a dress, like, I'll probably have to sketch out the dress or something first. And then I'll like make the piece or whatever is going to happen from it and
Oh,
make it however.
okay.
And then cut out the pattern and then sew it onto the fabric. And then, you sew the pattern all together, right? Put it on the mannequin, make sure it fits. Then you make all your little like adjustments, and then you take the pattern and then you cut out with all your adjustments, and then you put that pattern paper on some fabric,
Okay.
and then you cut out the fabric in the shape of the pattern,
Mm-hmm.
and then you take that fabric and then you put all that together, and then you have that piece.
See, he just taught y'all how to sew. That was quick.
Well, but then you gotta do it again, because then you gotta do it for the inside, because then you need the lining, and depending on what the piece is, you might need some boning or like something else or whatever else.
Okay.
So what happens after you've designed something? What's the process in the fashion show after you've
Like, made the
drawn
collection.
things? Yeah.
Um,
How many hands touch it besides yours? Have you ever had like other people create your dresses besides you?
No.
You've sewn all of them. Like
Yeah.
you've created all of them.
Yeah.
Do you
Unless
know
it's
that's
like
crazy?
my mom. Like my mom
Yeah.
would like zippers.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, my first like 48 fashion shows. Like probably my mom did all the zippers most
Wow.
likely.
Mm.
But like and sewing. That's back then they had the classes where they taught like how to sew and stuff. So that was like something she remembered, or she knows how to do a hem, or like when it comes to like little stuff. Like I could probably ask my mom like put stones on like this prom dress for me, but some stuff I just know like. All right, I ain't gonna ask that.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna save my little lifeline until something else. Like I could do that. Like, but I might actually put the zipper in for real when I get home. But
You don't like
I
to
can't.
do that?
I mean, I can,
You just-
but I mean, she's good at it. So like, so yeah, just 1, 2, me, her.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's I would love to get it to a spot where it's like, there's like the documentaries like online of like the how to make the Dior pieces,
Yeah.
and like they'll have a team of like 15
Right.
people touch one jacket,
It's
but it's all
ridiculous.
done by hand, and it's all like, it's beautifully done. I
Oh.
watched one thing they had on there, one show or whatever, and then another little thug tear. And it was very beautiful to see. It's like watching art
Wow.
be made that you can wear.
Wow.
Like, and to know that like all these like women and men are like just doing this, like, I don't know, just working with their hands and putting this stuff together, and all the math that goes into it, and they make a craft and the artsmanship out of it that's just very beautiful. And I mean, if you got it, I mean, if I had it, I would definitely have like some haute couture jacket just sitting in the corner of my like
Who is this
living
couture
room.
you keep talking about?
haute couture. That's high fashion. That's like,
Is that a guy or a woman?
no, that's like the type of fashion it is. So it's like ready to
Oh.
wear. You know what that is? Have you ever heard that term? Ready to wear is like what we have on now.
Okay.
So it's like mass produced. It's quick. Like,
So that's what haute couture is?
no,
Haute couture is like
haute
one
couture is one is made.
ever made.
It's done by hand.
Oh, that's not a designer's name.
Mm-mm.
It's just a way a thing is
It's
designed.
way, yeah.
Okay.
So it's like Versace.
Teach.
Yeah.
Akili, teach. I'm sitting here.
Versace, Chanel, Valentino, and then you also have to be, what's the word? You have to be like, it's like a club almost to be certified a haute couture designer. So not every,
It's
like I can't just like
ridiculous.
make something and be like, yeah, this is haute couture.
Wow.
Like, in order for it to be like a quality haute couture
Mm-hmm.
type situation, like there's people that like in Paris or something that have to look through the work and flip it inside out and tear it up. Like, no, it ain't. Like before, like they say that something is haute couture.
You been to Paris?
Yeah,
Have you really?
yeah, Aunt Steffi. Wow. Yeah, it was. I was young. I wish I was older when I went, but I still got to appreciate it and be in that moment. But I definitely want to go now that I'm older. To
Wow.
really,
How young were you?
I was in high school, but I
Oh,
still
okay.
think that's to enjoy that moment. Like,
Yeah.
I want to be able to go to a bar,
Knowing
or
what you
like,
know
like
now.
walk the streets and actually do that comfortably, and not be like, oh, is somebody gonna snatch me up? I think in high school and being in a whole nother country, I was sort of like, I'm gonna get kidnapped, so let me not go too far.
Yeah.
Like, we went to a Louis Vuitton store, and I mean, I'm pretty sure they could tell I was American.
Right. Well, were you by
but
yourself?
when I went to that store, yeah, I was by myself. But the little cop guy, he cussed me out, or like they like was looking at me funny.
He said, "Mo kolama, Jim m'appelle moi." They start speaking.
What are
French.
you doing
I
here?
don't know no
Like,
French,
are you
but,
gonna buy something? Like,
Wow.
sort of like that. Like, you don't know what I got in my
Wow.
pocket. But no, I'm not gonna buy nothing. Like, they had the little keychain was like, whew, that was like $200 something. Like, it was really expensive. I mean, back then. But like seeing little stuff like that, it was just expensive. But they cussed me out. Like they were very rude. Like I could never see myself living there.
Oh,
But
really?
I think now I can handle myself a lot better than I did then. Like,
No, that's what happened. That's where Oprah was when all that stuff went down.
oh yeah, when
Was
she
it
tried to get
Paris?
that purse.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Was it
That's a
Paris?
funny story.
And that was the Louis Vuitton bag that they were looking
Oh,
at
was
too.
it?
Mm-hmm.
They
That
don't
was in
play
Paris?
Told her she couldn't afford
Switzerland.
it.
Ain't know who he was talking to.
Oprah.
I was with Amber. It was me, Amber, and Steffi. And
Wow.
there was also a magazine stand too that we had. I had picked up a magazine, and the dude was like, "Don't touch it unless you're gonna buy it." Boom, boom, boom. It was a very expensive magazine, but
Really?
it's like, bro, you don't know if I'm gonna buy this or not. Like, this is a magazine shop. I could have had my whole savings like wanting to get this magazine,
Wow.
or at least a savings to get this magazine or whatever. Like. But yeah, they're rude. We went to Paris and London, but out of the two, I would live in London. I would definitely live in London.
I would like to go to London.
Yeah, it's
You've been there too?
yeah. It was like we went to both of them.
Oh, I
so
see.
like they're like both right there. So I think we spent like 4 days in one, 4 days in another,
Mm-hmm.
or something like that. But it was London was a lot better. It was a lot more warmer, a lot more friendlier. Like y'all know Adele, the singer. Like it felt like an Adele album.
like
it just
Adele?
felt so like cozy. Like I
You
just
like
want to
Adele?
skip around. I love Adele.
So does
She's
McKenna.
sweet.
She's classic. She's a
Mm.
classic.
Yeah, and that's
She makes memories. People will remember her forever just because her voice is so rich.
you know her song Hometown.
Yeah, we adopted her. So
Who's
Yeah,
we
her
now?
song Hometown is
I
like
said,
sort of what
who's we?
Adele feels like.
do you
Well,
want me to? Do you want me to say? We definitely adopted her. Hometown is
The woman can sing now.
hometown. I can feel that
So-
song, and I'm
Yeah.
not from London.
Yeah,
But she
that's
makes
just
that
what it
type of
feels like,
music.
though.
Yeah, like it. That hometown makes you enjoy where you're from, even though we're not from where she's from.
Yeah. If I close
That's
my eyes
called
and sing
soul.
that
That's what happens when you have soul.
song, yeah.
I've never even been to London, and the way she describes her city is like, wow, it makes me miss Columbus, and I'm still here, you know. People could learn things from her.
Yeah.
Really. So what about Puerto Rico? You ever been there? Any
No.
Latin country?
I went to Cancun.
Cancun.
Yeah, but I was still too young for that.
Oh.
I wasn't able to drink. I mean, I feel like you're in Cancun, so it's like get some tequila.
Yeah.
Bad experience, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was under 6. I think I was 16.
Yeah. So why didn't you didn't major in fashion or nothing?
I tried my first 2 years of school, or first year of school at Virginia Marty
Okay.
was fashion design and fashion merch.
Okay. And you decided not to going back.
Yeah,
You
I didn't
you-
go back
Yeah.
because it was I wanted to go to a better school. That was
You can go ahead on.
I wanted to go to a school that was
At
probably had a
HBCU.
little bit more reach. No, I
Oh.
never wanted to go to HBCU. Never.
Yeah, because I'm wondering why you didn't go to Columbus Art School and Design. That
They don't from the design students that like I was cool with, they felt not as appreciated as like the other fields of art that was
The
there.
fine arts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like a lot of my fashion design student friends, they were just like, yeah, I probably would have did better at Kent or worked a little bit harder and went to like New York or something like that. But so I just never wanted to be at the place where it was like, all right, y'all definitely ain't paying attention to me, or I'm not getting my money out of this because it's an expensive school. And
Really?
they're not even top 5. So
Wow. Leave it to that.
yeah.
Leave it to that.
But they have my the guy that does my video. He came from there, and he's really good. Like I know people that are like fine art majors, and they're really good. Like they're really good. But the design students, they're cool too. They're really cool. Like I have friends that graduated from there,
Oh, really?
and they're cool. But I feel like the school could pay attention a little bit more to get those students further because they're talented.
Wow. That's good stuff, man. Man, I sure do appreciate you doing all that you do. Watch what I say, man. It's gonna go by fast. If you ever thought that you lost time, don't even worry about that. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep doing what you're doing, cause man, you up there. You are. I've never seen somebody that's have their goals set and stand besides us. You know what I'm saying? That is so young. You know, it's gonna go by real fast, and you're gonna be right in it.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be keeping up. You understand what I'm saying? If you think you lost time back then when you switched schools and all that, it just catches up. Like I told you, I'm 51, and I just started doing this. You know, we put out a CD in 2003. I thought I was gonna be in music.
Yeah.
Yeah, putting out more CDs and more CDs, but that's not what happened. You know, God changed that all the way around, and it's gonna go by fast. Before you know it, you'll be where you want to be.
Yeah.
Sounds like you to me. You want to be in New York, and I do not blame you one iota.
I figure it
Love
out.
it. You said you're trying to figure it out.
I know I could never live in Atlanta. Like I would work there, but I wouldn't live there.
I would never step foot there.
Yeah, it's
So you could live and work in New York.
for 3 years. Yes. I just want to give it like a little bit. Like I don't
So
know if I can live there for
why
like
not?
like this is life.
Why not? You don't want to.
It's fast. It's real busy. Like I can do that for a little bit.
Oh, for a little bit.
Like I can do that. Like I can do that for a little
But
bit to say I did it.
But you can always come back to Columbus and stuff.
I don't
You don't.
ever want to do that.
Preach.
What? But once you leave, you don't want to come back. Oh, Blake.
Definitely for the I love the holidays with my family. That's it. But that's it. Holidays, birthdays. That's it. Like, yeah. I like the holidays.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And the reunions. That'll probably be the only reason like I want to have to come or eventually have kids, and it's like, all right, like this is y'all's family. Like I definitely would have to be that person. My mom wouldn't let me not be that person. Like, so I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to,
I understand. Yes. Been good, man. Been
This is
real.
fun.
I'm so glad we got a chance to discuss what you all about, what you doing. That's all I want. And anytime you want to announce your shows, platforms, anything you need, call me and ask me. And shoot me a text, whatever you need. Thanks for doing what you're doing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, just by osmosis, people that's looking at you. Don't ever think ain't nobody looking at you. People always looking at you. People always looking at you. Well, y'all heard him. And say your brand name again. I love it.
JAHI.
JAHI, there it is. Y'all heard it. My cousin come by the way of Edith Joy, Young or Edith Joy Cooper.
She'll probably prefer the young.
Young Edith Joy Cooper.
But I think she's stuck with the Cooper.
I like that. Well, you off the hook, boy. Yes, sir. Y'all, thank y'all for listening. I hope y'all enjoyed yourself. I hope y'all learned something. Thank you. And as always, tell them where to find us.
Okay, you can catch us, The Hughes Roundtable, on youtube.com. Click on video, and though we're not on videos yet, you'll be able to upload all the audios that we have done this far. We sure appreciate you listening, and also don't forget to subscribe. And by the way, thank you to all of those who are subscribing right now. We sure appreciate you. And again, thank you so much for listening.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Peace.
Everybody ready?
Yes.
Everybody.
We must be one.